Julia, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, if we've never met before, nice to meet you. My name is Julia and I upload videos every Sunday. My videos are all about living life to the fullest, and so today we are talking about owning your morning. This is my morning routine video, and this is a really big deal for me because I am not a morning person. I have actually never had a morning routine before. It is this new thing. I said in my 2018 goals video that I wanted to cultivate a better morning routine. My next one is the biggest one of them all. It's like gonna be the biggest hurdle. It is to own my mornings. This is my biggest life struggle. Oh man, before I started working on my mornings, I would wake up and just negotiate with myself. I'd be like, okay, what can I skip? I could just like not do my hair. I could not eat breakfast. I could probably skip makeup today. I could just be like 20 minutes late. Like I start like going through things in my head. Like how can I not get out of bed? I feel tired. I feel like a truck hit me. I feel hungover. I feel confused, angry, really thirsty. I need to pee. I'm mad. So I've come to the conclusion that I will not have a happy day if I have a stressful morning. So I have been working really hard on being disciplined, and I have come up with a morning routine that really sets me up well for the day. I also just want to be totally clear. This is like my goal morning routine. I don't hit it perfectly 5 days a week. I probably hit it well maybe 3 times a week, which is a really big deal. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So I try and wake up at 7 a.m. and it takes me about 15 minutes to convince myself that that's a good idea. I have to give myself a pop talk, say, hey, just stand up. It'll all be worth it. You can do this. You got this, girl. Let's take a deep breath. So I'm awake. I did it. Yes. I try and be proud of myself, even though I'm still very much asleep. And I tend to sort of walk into things and kind of drop everything, and I'm feeling really clumsy because I'm like still sleeping. So then I'll come upstairs for quiet time, and Morgan is still sleeping downstairs, so I have to tiptoe and be really quiet. Then I make lemon water. I just fill up a gigantic glass of it because I'm freakishly thirsty when I wake up. I'll put it in the microwave for about 50 seconds and add half of a lemon. I hear this is good for your digestion. I have no idea if that's true. I also bought myself this lemon squeezer because it's cute and makes me feel happy. I also will include this fun straw because that also makes me feel good. So I intentionally have my time with Jesus in this room because it's really bright, it'll wake me up, and it makes me feel good, which, to reiterate, is the opposite of how I feel when I wake up, not happy. Are you catching the theme here? I will spend some time reading, and I'll also spend some time meditating, but I honestly just spend most of my time talking to Jesus and processing things with him, listening to him. I do a lot of listening, a lot of just like renewing my mind. I also might accidentally kind of fall back asleep, but like it's okay, just pop right back up. It's fine. I also spend a very large amount of time just kind of staring at the wall, thinking about how pretty the light looks on it. So that's a good use of my time in the morning. Then it's finally time to drink coffee. Thank God, literally, for coffee. Thank you, Jesus. A lot of times Heather will make me coffee, or she'll leave it for me on the way out the door, but it's about a 50-50 thing, so when she doesn't, I'll make it for myself. I like to add these Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides. It's really good for your gut and then your hair, skin, and nails. And apparently at my age, I stopped making collagen, so now I just have to eat it. It's part of getting old. Once I have coffee, I'll head back downstairs for my favorite part of the morning, and that is getting ready and listening to news. News podcasts have completely changed my life. I have several that I listen to every morning. My favorite, and the one that I start with, is called The New York Daily. You should check it out.
From the New York Times, I'm Michael Barbaro. This is The Daily.
After I wash my face, I will use this Garnier Fructis eye depuffer. It's just like feels so good. And then I'll also use some moisturizer, and while that's drying, I'll then get out all my vitamins, and I just stick all my vitamins in my pocket, and then I take them later at work after I've eaten breakfast. Super weird, I know. I'll take a daily vitamin, a probiotic, a hair, skin, and nails pill called Dragon Pearl, which is really weird, I know. And then I take tart cherry, which is mainly for body inflammation. I take that because of my spine, and then it also gets rid of free radicals in the body, so it's kind of like an antioxidant. So while I'm doing my makeup, I'll just keep listening to the news. After I listen to the New York Daily, which is about 25 minutes, I'll listen to the Daily 202 by the Washington Post, which is about 7 minutes, and then I'll start listening to the Wall Street Journal's podcast that I can't remember the name of. I think listening to podcasts is really helping me as a non-morning person in the morning because I really enjoy it, and so I look forward to it every night when I go to bed. I can't wait to hear what the Daily is gonna talk about the next day. So coming up with things in my morning that make me really happy and excited, like what I eat for breakfast, which is coming up, is a great way for me to be excited about the morning. For my hair, I just kind of look at it, see what's going on. If it looks fine, like today, I'll just brush it. Sometimes I straighten it and sometimes I'll curl it, but I try to not mess around with that if I don't have to. Then I finally head back into my room and I make my bed and get ready. At this point, I need to hustle because most likely it's probably pushing like 8:45 at this point, and I need to get going. But I really like making my bed. It makes me feel great about myself. So, gotta do that first. A lot of people I know will pick out their clothes before. I have no problem picking out my clothes really quickly. I try not to have a lot of clothes so that I just like everything in my closet and I'm happy to wear all of it. Then I'll grab my work bag and I'll try not to forget my computer charger, which I do pretty much every other day. And then on my way up to the kitchen, I need to grab food out of our downstairs fridge because the upstairs fridge is broken. So this is actually super hilarious. I try not to have to come back, so I just grab kind of what I need. And I'll just take like a handful of spinach and a handful of tomatoes. Sometimes I'll stick the eggs in my purse to avoid coming back. Then I make my favorite breakfast. I'm super obsessed with this breakfast. It is ground turkey, 1 or 2 eggs, and then cherry tomatoes and spinach. I also add avocado, but honestly, I didn't want to do that for this video because I didn't want to waste my avocado, to be honest. So then I will come have the breakfast at this table because this table is cute and makes me happy, and I will literally eat this food in about a minute, or honestly half the time I'll pack it up with foil and I'll eat it at my desk because at this point I'm definitely still late for work. And then I'll head on out my way and go to my job. That's it.
Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any tips for me, or if you feel me, you think mornings are the worst, leave me a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!
And if you want it, come and get it. Crying out loud. Let go your heart, let go your head, and feel it now.
This is what's really happening when I'm filming.
This is the real
We're
life.
pretending like they're not here.